Peace, good evening. I'd like to welcome you to another edition of the Foul Playland. As always, I'm your foul player. Currently operating from my headphones because my car radio shit itself, and it's not gonna get fixed anytime soon because I'm too cheap. But actually, I am gonna fix it. I can't stand it. But having said that, I wanted to make this video regarding the prospective fight that's being rumored to be coming down the pike, which is Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez. I think that's a extremely exciting fight. I mean, with Canelo's departure from the zone, going right into the PBC to fight, of all people, Caleb Plant. I think I got to give Canelo props for that, and I'm not the person to be giving Canelo props at all times. In fact, I'm more of the guy that shits on Canelo most of the times. The good thing about this fight is that Canelo, as far as weight goes, can't play the drainage game too much. I mean, like, could Canelo make 164 or something and try to fight him at that weight? I mean, I think it would behoove Caleb Plant to start getting that work in now, if he hasn't already, because the fight's supposed to be going down in December, which is like right around the corner. I mean, which doesn't even sound right. I mean, like, so I wouldn't be surprised if this fight doesn't even materialize. Pardon the bumpy New York roads. Yeah, look at New York City, all boarded up. But yeah, this is right by Park Avenue. Actually, this is right. The next block over is Grand Central Station. But anyhow. Actually, let me show you Grand Central Station because this view is real fly. There's like a little access road to that's Grand Central Station. It's pretty. But anyhow, as far as the weight game that Canelo plays with opponents, he usually does that to people coming up in weight. I mean, he did it with Amir Khan. Amir Khan had to go and fight him at, I believe, 154. When he fought Cotto, I mean, Cotto wasn't acclimated to middleweight, if I remember correctly. Cotto had fought one fight at middleweight against the Maravilla, and I think that was at a catch weight too. I think Cotto fought him at 155. No, I'm sorry. Cotto, I think, fought him at 160, but when Canelo first went up, I think he fought at 155, and they gave him, and it was technically a middleweight match, if memory serves me correct. But anyhow, Canelo could usually do that to people going down dramatically in weight, a la Kovalev, or moving up in weight, a la Amir Khan. But with Caleb Plant, you got somebody who's not that old or who's pretty young for conversation purposes, and going up or down in weight isn't going to kill him. And I don't think he's going to go up in weight. I think he's either going to fight him somewhere really close to 168. Now, could Caleb Plant make that weight? I'm pretty sure he could. And it's not going to kill him because he's on the younger side. So, and looking past all that too, as far as skill for skill, Caleb Plant is pretty good. Some people give Caleb Plant a lot of credit for his power. I think Caleb Plant has okay power, but I give more credit to Caleb Plant as far as his ability to move around and still hurt you as you're trying to pursue him. And if he does get on his bike a little bit, and he's able to generate offense like he normally does, he could frustrate Canelo and really hurt him. Because Caleb Plant does pick his spots to start putting shots together and displaying his offense. So if Canelo's on the chase through a good portion of the fight, and Caleb Plant does what he normally does and puts together a little spurts of offense here and there. I mean, Canelo could probably feel behind like he's in that fight and get hurt. And he's fighting a guy who's a healthy 168. And I'm hoping and praying that this fight materializes at 168 rather than like a 164 or 163, which I don't think Canelo's going to be able to make anyway. I think if Canelo does try some sneaky stuff, it's going to be like 164 or maybe doing weigh-ins the night of. But he can't really play that game too much with a Caleb Plant, like I'm telling you guys. So I think I'm not saying did I anticipate this fight? Absolutely not. Do I think that this fight could materialize, even though it's supposed to happen next month? That's a 50-50 for me. But could Canelo get beat in this fight? I'm putting my bottom dollar that this is Canelo's toughest fight to date. To me, one of Canelo's toughest fights. Or I'll put it like this. I think the biggest puncher that Canelo ever faced was already beaten Danny Jacobs. So, could Caleb Plant punch as hard as Danny Jacobs? I think so. Have I ever seen Caleb Plant really sit on his shots like Jacobs does? Not really, but I think that potential could even surpass Jacobs. But does Caleb Plant have more athletic ability than Jacobs does? 100%. Caleb Plant moves a lot more. Danny Jacobs gets hypnotized a lot of times in these fights, and doesn't put any offensive output. So, this is more of a challenge for Canelo. One of which I've never seen him in like a tough fight like this. This is a bigger test than Canelo Triple G, my peoples. So, I'm patiently waiting. I think this is gonna be a good one, and I can't wait for it to go down. But the boxing gods are douchebags sometimes, and sometimes these fights don't take place. But I'm hoping it does. Or here's to hoping that it does take place. But let me know what you guys think. And from what I hear, that fight is pay-per-view worthy. As you guys know, I've been a big proponent of cutting the cord and going to your favorite streaming sites and watching these fights and not paying a penny for them. I'm going to lie to you and say, yeah, there's a fight that I'm going to pay for. I'm not going to pay for it. But is it pay-per-view worthy? Absolutely. But let me know what you guys think. With that, thank you for stepping into the Foul Playland, and I'm out. Peace.